Ladies and gentlemen, hot off the press, coming to you not live at Skylord Tactics. So, the Eternal Evolution dev group actually gave us a little bit of a sneak peek or an early look at the new SSS hero that's going to be coming out on Thursday. So, if you're seeing this, it's either Monday night or Tuesday or in the future sometime. But they gave us the exclusive launch on this guy. Now, it's unfortunate that for me, I wake up in the morning to get ready for work, and I open up my phone, and I see we got this, and then I'm like, well, I have no time to make a video. So everyone else has their video already, but I want to make one too, so I'm going to do it. All right, okay, so this guy is, and well, let's just go look at him. Let's just go take a peek at him. So I'm not just talking through my nose, if that makes any sense. So this guy, I can't really, all right. There, this guy right here. So this guy's name is Skylord Nordthion. So people are already calling him Nord. He is an Atlas Energy SSS character. So the reason why we know, it doesn't say he's Energy in his kit. The reason why we know is because we were told by the team that we correspond with for the content creation part that he was an Atlas Energy. So keep that in mind, Atlas Energy, which is funny because I kind of called it, or I kind of guessed it a little while ago that I thought Energy was going to be the natural counter to Summoners. Not saying this is going to, but this guy does have some anti-summoner abilities in his kit, which leads me to believe that yes, it is going to be Energy characters that counter Summoners in the rock paper scissors that is the Galactic Arena and Summit metas. So Nordthion, calling him Nord. All right, so first of all, I want to show you guys a couple little videos first because they're cooler than just me talking. Much cooler. So this is his ultimate, which we'll get into it, but his ultimate, basically he's a melee energy character. So this is the first kind of character like this that we've gotten. We've gotten characters like Sorietta and Nautilus, who are single target multi-hit damage characters, but the majority of the energy characters are like Ravenna, Luke, Falvia, Kane, Omar, right? That brand. They are AoE characters. So this guy's a melee AoE character. So this is his ultimate. This is what the his ultimate animation looks like. So he basically powers up, and then he groups everybody. So his kit, it says he runs forward and then does that attack. So, and that when you exclusive him, that draw in gets bigger. So we'll see what that's like in game, but let's just look at that one more time. It very has like almost like an arachnid, like a scarab look to him, doesn't he? So that's that animation. Now I want to show you guys what his opening animation is going to look like when you click on him on the character screen. So there's no sound. He's very cool. He's kind of got a weird head. Calls down the storm. Powers up his super weapon, which is a big old sword. And then ba-bam. Cool. Cool. I like this dude. I'm going to have to screenshot that. Put that on the cover. Although I think Dan already used this one as his cover. I'll come up with something. But yeah, I can't. I just tried to rotate him around. Very Atlas-y. This is what I think of when I think of Atlas characters, not like Ricket, right? Very like alien Protoss armor, gold, silver, shiny. Really cool, advanced alien type look. So that is his opening animation. And now we can actually go through his kit and discuss. So we can we got to be careful when we're speculating on this guy's kit because we don't know his damage numbers, right? And we got to be careful because like Anpu, when his kit came out, we all thought he was god tier based on the writing of his kit, and then when we got him, we didn't think he was as good. But then when they gave us another booster character being Sorvali, he became really good. And my dog is snoring. Hey, you, wake up. I don't know if you can hear that, but she is snoring hard. So we got to keep all of this with a grain of salt until we see what comes next. Because if this is all we get to go up against Summoners, it's not going to go well. So his ultimate, well, they label him as a ranged monster bait and multi-target damage. So he does kind of put himself in the line of fire. So I guess he is kind of using himself as bait in a way. And he does have some tankiness in his kit. So, Sanctify, which is his ultimate. Gather energy and rush up. Then charges a short distance, so we don't know what that charge is, how big of a distance he's going to run. Strike down all enemies within X meters, so we don't know that, and pull them towards the landing center. So he's going to basically do a Anaruda type. He's going to run up. He's going to slam down. He's going to bring everyone into himself, so he will take damage. He will take damage, especially if he's going against a summoner team, which is the problem, because if it's all of like Sor Valley and Anpu's ads, when he brings them in together and then does damage to them, they're going to pop for damage. They're going to hurt. Then inflicting XX attack as damage, so a percentage of attack is damage. This skill can be cast even when the user is affected by imprisonment. Now, imprisonment is a skill that the summoners use so that you can't do displacement skills, I do believe. You can't do... I think it's you can't move or do displacement skills. So this one, I guess, is a displacement skill because he's going to be able to do it. Imprisonment be damned. And the talent modifier, I don't know why that says X. This is the talent modifier. The skill damage, so the damage, this skill's damage to summons and the range of fight or flight are both increased. Now, we don't have fight or flight on here, so I'm just going to assume that that means this skill, right? Sanctify. I'm assuming that the range that he's going to jump in and pull the summons, or pull everything together, is going to be increased, and then there's going to be increased damage to summons. Now, they put increased damage to summons explicitly in this kit, which leads me down that theory that I had that energy is going to be the one that's going to be built for summoners, because energy is going to be the natural counter, because people are already putting Luke in their line, who is energy, who he just does huge AoE damage, kind of clears the board, right? So this guy will be able to like jump down, use his ultimate, group everyone up, and then hopefully Luke will come in and just kill them all. If this guy doesn't have enough damage to kill them himself. So Lightning Shield. Lightning Shield. There's a passive effect and an active effect to this skill. So this is going to be the first skill he uses when he enters the field, because the ultimate's got to charge up, right? So the passive effect of this skill, after entering the battlefield, so just at the beginning, just at the start, Nord is going to permanently gain max HP equal to percentage of his attack. So he may be tanky, but we don't know what that percentage is. So like if it's like a summon, like say Hattie, it could be like 2,000% of his attack. In that case, maybe this guy will be a little bit like a Vanguard. Maybe he can act as your tank. Since he's going to be melee already, it would make sense that they're really going to buff up this guy's HP. Kind of like I'm getting Leo vibes from him. I really am. So that's going to just happen. He's going to ramp up his health pool based on his attack. And then active effect. So when he does this skill, he's going to summon a lightning barrier that reduces damage received by a percentage for X seconds. So first thing he's going to do when he comes on the field, he's going to increase his health pool, and then he's going to buff up his damage reduction. So like I said, this guy, I think that he's going to be our frontline tank. And the talent is when Lightning Barrier is active, which is what this skill does. Every however many seconds, he's going to inflict damage equal to a percentage of his attack to surrounding enemies, and it's going to grant him immunity to CC, which is very important. So say like the opposing summoner line has Oysa. Oysa's not going to be able to stun him when he has Lightning Shield up. All of the summons as they're popping off. Ampu, not going to be able to stun him. Depends on how long this lightning shield lasts, because we don't know. It just says X seconds. So again, as I'm reading this more and more, and I've already read this throughout the day, I'm just getting tank vibes. Like he's going to be, it's like an energy Vanguard. It's kind of cool. I like it. Next skill. The user, which is Nord. When it says the user, it's always the character you're reading it on. Swings his sword, inflicting a percentage of attack is damage to enemies within a radius in front of him. So it's going to be like a frontal cone, kind of like a Guan Yu in a way. And then the talent modifier, damage inflicted by this skill is converted to true damage. So if they have damage reduction, not going to matter. It's going to be true damage, which goes through defense. So that's cool too. So his first thing he's going to do is going to give him lightning shield. He's going to, which is going to buff up his damage reduction. Right, he's going to ramp up his health, and then he's going to start attacking. And by the time this one's done, he's probably going to have his ultimate up. So he's going to like slam down, pull everyone together, and then hopefully the ultimates pair up, and then like Luke can just come in and just destroy everything. But it's really going to determine, like it's really going to matter how much HP he actually has, because Ampu's ads, when they go off, especially if he's X30, they do a lot of damage. They do a lot of damage. A lot. And then Ingenious Spark. When the battle starts, oh, okay, cool. Another basically support type skill. Allied energy and hunter units gain thunder. Okay, so when the battle starts, he ramps up his HP, and then he gives a buff to hunters and energy. I don't think you're going to run this guy with hunters. Energy is probably going to be the way to go, just because if it is going to be a summoner counter, a hunter, which is a single target damage dealer, if it's not Prygor or Moriami, not going to do a whole lot. Whoa. Oh, there we go. When the battle starts, allied energy, I'm just not even going to say hunter, gain thunder. So every time a skill hits an enemy, there is a base chance of something affected by his accuracy. So you're going to probably want to build this guy attack, all attack primary stats, and then secondaries you're probably going to want like HP, attack, and accuracy. And damage reduction. You're going to want some damage reduction. I'm going to say HP, attack first, HP, damage reduction, accuracy are the stats you're probably going to want on this guy. So every time an energy character does any skill, there is a chance determined by his accuracy to strike an enemy with a lightning bolt, which sounds like a single target damage attack, inflicting a percentage of Nord's attack. So Nord is kind of like, he's going to be Energy's version of Anpu, because Anpu makes it so that when other summons die, they explode based on Anpu's accuracy, on a chance based on Anpu's accuracy. So I'm getting a lot of Vanguard Anpu vibes with this dude. I think his kit sounds really, really cool. I don't know why it keeps jumping around like that. Let's just go like that. Okay. And then the exclusive is the chance of energy heroes. Again, why I think hunters, I don't know why they're adding hunters here. The chance that energy heroes triggering thunder is double. So basically, if you guys ramp up this guy's accuracy, they're probably just always, when they do a skill, they're just always going to be doing a lightning bolt as well. So this guy also buffs up the attack of your party, or at least your energy characters. So that tells me that he's probably not going to do much damage himself. I think this guy is your support and tank for energy characters. So you're not going to need a Vanguard. You're not going to need a tank. This is your frontline dude. I bet you he's going to be really beefy. He's not going to do a whole lot of damage, but he's going to buff up everybody else. Breakthrough. Breakthrough is his weapon, but it's also his exclusive. So on unlock, it's going to buff his ultimate. Gain a lightning barrier when casting. When casting. Okay. So the reason why that's really good is means that his lightning barrier, his ultimate, can't be CC'd. Because lightning barrier prevents CC. Right? It's also going to make it so that he's doing AoE damage while he's ramping up to do his ultimate. Because skill damage to summons and the range are both increased, right? But no, lightning shield, sorry. When the lightning barrier is active, inflict X damage equal to his attack, blah, 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 or every X seconds. So, yeah, so when he does his ultimate, if you get him to X1, or exclusive 10, basically, or no, unlock, sorry, he's going to get that lightning barrier when casting. That's very, very cool and very, very needed, because if you can just stun him while he's doing his ultimate, then it's going to take away his viability. Astral Power. So this is the 10, the X10 enhanced. When this skill is cast, recover HP equal to a percentage of his attack. So that means, let's just go back up here. Astral Power is his second skill. So when he comes into battle, he's going to do his lightning shield, and then he's going to do his second skill, which is his AoE attack, his like frontal cone attack. So very, very cool X10, because he'll have taken some damage by this point. And as long as his his life steal, or health steal, whatever you want to say, is really high, this gives me some Leo vibes. Like he might be able to, depending on how fast this goes too, he might be able to just use this attack repeatedly and keep himself alive. So he's got some self-healing. So that's a good one. I like that one. Stop moving. I definitely love the unlock, and I definitely love the X10. Now X20, lightning shield enhanced, increase the duration of lightning barrier by X amount of seconds. That you're gonna have to have that. That is a must-have, because remember that's gonna prevent CCs. So X20 it's also gonna do more AoE damage. So it's gonna ramp up his damage. It's also gonna prevent him from getting CC'd, which very, very important. So X20 is a must. And then his X30, his last skill, right, is when his support skill, enhanced or ingenious spark enhanced, blah blah blah, increase the base chance of triggering thunder by X%, and the damage of thunder by X%. So that may be necessary as well. It's basically just a damage buff. Is basically that. It's just more damage. It's not as critical to his kit. Why do you keep moving around? It's not as critical to his kit as unlock 10 and 20, but it is going to add more. So I think you can kind of get away with this, just X20 on this guy for now. But very, very cool. I'm excited to see how beefy this guy actually is and how much lifesteal he has, because that's going to be the big question going against summoners. Since he's going to be the frontal tank, if he's going to be just taking a whole lot of damage and all the summons to the face, specifically since he groups them up in front of him or on top of him, he's going to be obviously taking that damage to the face. This guy needs a massive health pool and needs a massive amount of lifesteal, just like Leo, right? So Leo's kind of the same way. You build him with all attack for his lifesteal, that's exactly what this guy does. It's exactly what this guy does, except instead of his ultimate, he's doing it on just one of his common skills. Cool. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. So I'm going to call it now, which is unfortunate that energy looks like energy is going to be the counter that they're building for summoners. Not saying it, not guaranteed. Don't quote me on that. But it does appear that that's the case. And it's unfortunate that assassins aren't, because I think people thought that since they were starting to give assassins, they were going to be a PvP team. I think the assassins are more of a PvE team, really. Just they do really good in PvE. They do really good in guild hunt on the whale boss. I think more so than the hunters at this point. It's energy that's going to be the PvP team, because like this guy's kit, it's all about countering summons. It's about countering CC, which you don't worry about CC in PvE. You don't. I'm trying to think of, is there CC in PvE? Not a whole lot. No, there isn't. So everything about this guy's kit just screams PvP to me. So I think we'll leave her right there. I'm just going to wait until he does his little hero pose. Ta-da. Boom. Done. All right. Perfect. Okay. We're going to end it right there. So ladies and gentlemen, get ready. Get set. Go. This guy's got a really interesting kit. I really, really like it. Everything on paper, the more I read it, the more it kind of just clicks in my head. That this guy is the energy team's Leo. Let's go. All right. Any comments, questions, concerns, guys, put them down in the comments below. I respond to all my comments. All my links to all of my materials, all of my support stuff for you guys is in the description of this video as well. Yeah, please show some love. Like and subscribe. I don't ask that very often. And very, very cool. Thank you to the EE team for giving the content creators an early access look at this guy and allowing us to be the ones that put this information out instead of Facebook and Discord. So again, I was going to say apologies. My gratitude to you for allowing us to do that. So very cool. Keep that coming. We want to do that in the future. Just don't release it until later in the day so that I can release it the exact same time as everyone else. All right, enough of that. Where's my mouse? I got to hit my scene transition. Until next time, guys, later. Cheers. Peace. Bye-bye.